the schedule. We're going to put it up in just a second. And we start with Arizona on the road against the Bearcats in Cincinnati.
I'll take the Bearcats at home here. I think they need to, shake off that Utah thing. And it stings me as much as it does them because I really put my neck out for them.
You did. Dan.
I appreciated the confidence in making that pick, but I did not have that same confidence.
You know why I felt like? I felt like when I was a sophomore in high school and I asked this girl to a dance and I walked right up to her and I was like, "Hey, let's go to homecoming." We dig each other, and she goes, "No."
Oh.
And I was like,
yeah, that's rough.
Well, no, yeah. It was fine. And you know what? In the moment, that's exactly what I thought. Afterwards, I thought, well, that at least she
might have been a win for you.
Yeah, like that she didn't dance around and play games.
Spare my feelings.
Good for her.
She was honest with you.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll take Cincinnati at home. They've had a couple weeks to get ready for this. Had bad taste in their mouth from when we last saw them against Utah. I mean, Cincinnati's story is they're a solid enough team, but they are, as Brendan Sorsby goes, and he's had some great games, and they've had big performances, and he's had some not-so-good games, and that's when they've lost games. So Arizona, I'm glad that they got bowl eligible last week. I think they built up something they can continue building off of there with Brent Brennan having punched their ticket, but give me Cincy at home.
Yeah, these are the two coaches among those at Big 12 Media Days that we felt like you could, well, along with Kyle Whittingham, you could feel like they really weren't just saying they liked their team. They liked their team, and both of them have performed that way. I'll take the Bearcats. Next game, K-State and Oklahoma State in Stillwater.
Kansas State.
I said K-State.
We said Kansas State.
I said Kansas State.
Oh, okay. I thought I said the wrong team. Paul.
No,
okay,
Kansas,
me too.
Kansas State.
I hate it for Oklahoma State. They're in this rut, but K-State. All right, the Mountaineers and Arizona State.
This one's actually a little tough for me to pick, given that West Virginia appears to be putting a little bit of a run together here at the end of the year and playing with confidence. And I don't know how Jeff Sims is going to follow up his career game, literally his career game that he had just a couple weeks ago. But I'm going to lean Arizona State on this one. I don't think it's going to be pretty, but I'm going to lean Arizona
Leaning
State.
heavily, or
I'm going to pick Arizona State.
All right.
Yeah.
I will take Arizona State at home. I'm continuously just impressed by the coaching job of Kenny Dillingham, but I also think that after a really rough start, Rich Rodriguez has got them starting to go, okay, I can kind of see it. Like, we're tough on defense. The Scotty Fox kid, he's got a little something to him. I think there's reason to believe that they can go in there and give Arizona State a hell of a fight, and I don't think you can rule out the potential for an upset, but I think Arizona State's just a bit too talented for them right now. They're at home. Dillingham's a great coach. I know it's Jeff Sims at quarterback, and can he have back-to-back good performances? I'm going to say yes. Maybe not a career day. I'm not going to go that far, but it will be a challenge. Like, West Virginia could put him into a typical Jeff Sims classic multi-turnover type game as well. And if that happens, then that's the formula for West Virginia to win this game, but I'll take ASU.
If you look at those first three games, I'm taking ASU. 6-point favorite for Cincinnati, a 20-point plus favorite for K-State, and then also a 10-point favorite or more, 11 now, for Arizona State. We might have one of those weekends in the Big 12. Now, here's one. By the way, West Virginia has to they have to win out.
Yes.
They have to win that game, and then they get to play Tech. So UCF and Texas Tech up in Lubbock, which they're still on cloud 29.
Yeah. There might be a bit of I wouldn't be surprised to see them play a little bit of letdown early in this game, but they are so much more talented than UCF is right now. So I expect this one to be not in doubt by the end of the third quarter.
I think this is a pretty easy call for Texas Tech. They are the far better team in just every imaginable way at this point. I think this is all about, and for them, I think the key for Texas Tech is just keep Baron Morton healthy, because that is the domino that could fall that really now with Will Hammond hurt, that you can't afford to lose him in any capacity, because that is how these things could unravel. UCF can get after it a little bit on defense. I mean, I know it doesn't always show in the final score, but they got a bad taste in their mouth from last week too. UCF does, and the close loss there against Houston. I'm still going to believe that Scott Frost is going to, it's going to take time. He's going to get this on track, but it's not going to be this weekend in Lubbock. So, yeah, Texas Tech, easy call.
Yeah, they're huge favorites. Maybe they have a moment where they burp in the first quarter, but I think it's just a matter of they overwhelm UCF. I'll take Tech. Now, Utah at Baylor. Well, what a day it's been, but also what a week it's been. Baylor's coming off an off week, but I see this as, what do we call them? The rolling ball of angry razor blades at Utah. They run the ball well. Baylor cannot stop the run. Utah should win this game, and I'll be stunned if this thing is close.
Yeah, I'll take Utah. I think Baylor, it's going to be interesting to see what kind of support they actually have home-wise, and is that affected even greater by the Mack Rhoades news? Or there's more people are like, hey, we're ready for the new era, and they're showing support. But I think there's clearly a better team between these two, and it's Baylor now. If Sawyer Robertson can have like his A++ game, then maybe things get interesting.
But yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'll follow up with what you said about
then maybe he could make things interesting, but yeah, give me Utah. They're a more complete team in every way.
Paul, did you see the Davey O'Brien list? I want you to get the pick.
No.
Sawyer Robertson, there's like 20 semifinalists, and he's not on it. And I know that he had the bad game with Cincinnati, but I'm stunned by that.
Well, look, if you want to tell me he's 21st, I'll believe it too. But
Yeah.
I'm going to pick Utah in this game. This is a horrible matchup for what Baylor does poorly. What they do the worst is what Utah does the best. So unless that flips, Utah's going to win this game easily.
Yeah, I do think there is like specific areas. I would take Sawyer Robertson over Devin Dampier.
Yeah.
I would take Baylor's wide receivers and tight end with Michael Trigg specifically over Utah. Run game probably splitting it. Maybe if like Bryson Washington went healthy, I would take him over any Utah running back. There's like specific things, but team-wise, total package, Utah is a better total package. Yeah.
Utah runs the ball well as a group. Baylor doesn't stop it well as a group, and that's where the disconnect comes.
Well, you know where the numbers are?
Especially a running quarterback.
Utah is number 3 in the country rushing offense, and I got a feeling Baylor's probably out like lower than 100 when it comes to what they do. In fact, they're 111th. It's just oil and water there. All right, one more game. I take Baylor. No, I'm kidding. I took Utah. TCU and BYU.
I think BYU will get TCU's like really best shot here because TCU needs some good vibes, and BYU is obviously coming off of getting punched in the mouth in Lubbock last week. I just don't think that TCU has the horses to do what Tech did to Bear Bachmeier and get back there and stop him before he gets further than a yard away. I mean, that was the thing that kind of amazed me was I expected Tech's defense to contain Bear Bachmeier he has 39 yards rushing, and one of those is like a 17-yard scamper. I did not expect to see the furthest he gets past the line is just as tall as he is if he gets to the line of scrimmage and falls forward. Yeah. That was really shocking. But I don't think TCU can do that.
I think I will take BYU here. I think they'll bounce back. I think that they are a team built for a bounce back, and a lot of lessons learned last week. TCU's very inconsistent. Should have beaten Iowa State, and then they had to give up that big punt return late, and that was a bad loss for Sonny Dykes and company. Luckily for them, they've already got win number 6, but I know just making a bowl game's not really, whet the appetite or satisfy people there. Still, it's one less thing that you have to worry about as we get into the final couple of games. But, yeah, give me BYU at home off that loss. I think Sataki will have them ready to rip. And if Josh Hoover has a great day, then I could see them making it close. But I could also see BYU forcing like 3 interceptions and a couple fumbles as well.
I don't gamble, but Underdog's a great place for you to go over unders on many things in sports. One of our great sponsors, what's the code? Underdog?
Underdog is Sports 365.
Okay. How much do you think BYU's favored in this game?
I think probably like by a little over a touchdown.
2.5 to 3.5 points in some cases.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think people respect TCU, so they're capable of beating BYU. It's just, can they avoid the pitfalls that have made them stumble a few times this year?
Yeah, if Hoover can stay clean and throw it clean, he could put up big numbers. All right, so there we are with the Big 12 picks.